In the prior lesson, we discussed how you can remove so-called mental impurities like anger, hurt, and anxiety by creating beneficial new samskaras, new mental grooves or impressions that support healthy, desirable patterns of thinking. These beneficial samskaras can be formed through the practice of certain meditation techniques, like the one that will be described shortly. According to neuroscientists, such practices can actually rewire your brain and create new neural pathways. The Rishi Patanjali described this same kind of practice in the Yoga Sutras. Vitarka badhane, when undesirable thoughts or emotions intrude during meditation, Pratipaksha bhavanam. The opposite thoughts or emotions should be cultivated. Patanjali calls this practice Pratipaksha bhavana because it's a technique in which you cultivate a bhavana, an inner state or feeling, that is Pratipaksha, opposite or opposed to the undesirable pattern of thinking that you want to remove. Pratipaksha bhavana is very much like an antidote for a poison. Anger, hurt, resentment, and so on are like mental poisons. A specific antidote is needed to treat a particular poison, so to remove hate or anger, you have to cultivate feelings of love and compassion. To eliminate hurt and resentment, you have to cultivate forgiveness and understanding. In this way, dysfunctional samskaras, or unhealthy patterns of thinking, are replaced by healthy ones. A wonderful application of this practice of Pratipaksha bhavana is to cultivate gratitude, to develop a strong feeling of being thankful for all that's good in life. To some extent, all your experiences in life are molded by your attitude, by the manner in which you perceive things. For example, people with an optimistic attitude say this glass of water is half full, but those with a pessimistic attitude will say that it's half empty. People whose lives are otherwise similar can have radically different perspectives. Those with cheerful, confident attitudes might have the view that life is a wonderful opportunity to enjoy this glorious God-given creation. In contrast, those with gloomy, cynical attitudes might think that life is endlessly dreary and difficult. Your attitude can make a huge difference, and the attitudes that shape your thinking are a product of your samskaras. How? Suppose a married couple who are vacationing in Vienna visit a museum where they find this famous painting by Peter Bruegel that depicts the biblical Tower of Babel. The wife marvels at the artwork's incredible beauty, its subtle colors, its rich details, and the mysterious tower rising towards the heavens. Her husband, on the other hand, stands with his face just a few inches from the painting and remarks that the thick paint on the canvas is riddled with tiny black cracks. Then he complains that the museum's conservators are failing to preserve the precious works of art. From where the husband stands, he can't possibly appreciate the painting's beauty. Quite literally, he can't see the whole picture. Generally, we see what we look for. If you look for beauty in life, you'll find it in abundance. But if you look only for problems and shortcomings, you'll find no shortage of them. Some people are predisposed to look for problems and are highly critical of everything. People with this disposition are sometimes said to have a proofreader's mind. A proofreader can read a delightful novel from cover to cover, finding many misspellings and punctuation errors, but without enjoying a single word of the story. We all have a little bit of proofreader in us. It's one of the mental poisons that stand in the way of gaining the purity of mind discussed in a previous lesson. To the extent this mental poison is present, we focus only on what's wrong with our lives and completely ignore the many blessings we've received. Fortunately, this mental poison can be treated with the practice of Pratipaksha Bhavana. You can remove the undesirable samskara of having a proofreader's mind by reflecting deeply on all the wonderful people and events in your life. Returning to the museum story, instead of focusing narrowly on all the problems of life, like the man who scrutinized the painting's imperfections, you can metaphorically step back to see the whole picture. That means, instead of concentrating only on the difficulties you face today, you can gain a wider perspective by contemplating the entire span of your life. From that broad perspective, you can appreciate the true beauty of life, like the woman who appreciated the beauty of the painting. It's important to note that she found the painting tremendously beautiful in spite of its defects, in spite of the tiny cracks in the paint. Likewise, you can appreciate the tremendous beauty in your life in spite of all your problems and difficulties. There's so much to be grateful for when you look for it. The next exercise can help you cultivate a deep sense of gratitude as an antidote for the tendency to always look for what's wrong in life. The exercise uses a special mantra. Dhanyoham, 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 aham dhanyaha, which simply means, I am blessed. To create a deep samskara, it's important to recite this mantra in a way that evokes strong feelings of appreciation for the blessings in your life. Certain melodies can evoke powerful emotions, so we'll chant this mantra with a melody based on a particular Indian raga. A word of warning is necessary here. If you happen to grow up in an extremely dysfunctional family, or if your life today is marked by terrible tragedies, this meditation might not be suitable for you. If that's the case, you can skip it. For this exercise, it's best if you sit in a place that's suitable for meditation. You can listen to this exercise using a laptop computer, a tablet, or a mobile device like your phone. This exercise is also available as a podcast or download from our website using the links in the video description below. I hope you are now seated comfortably in a suitable place. This exercise will take about 15 minutes. First, sit with a proper posture, as we discussed before. Close your eyes gently and take a deep breath to get settled down. Now, make a sankalpa to affirm your intention and commitment to meditate. Acknowledge the fact that you have many unfulfilled responsibilities and issues that need to be addressed. Since you don't want to be distracted by those things during this meditation, you can give yourself permission to set all those concerns aside just for the next 15 minutes. Next, we'll perform the progressive relaxation exercise, like in previous lessons. Start by turning your attention to your feet. Become aware of sensations there. Notice a sense of pressure as your feet press down. Notice the touch of your clothing and feelings of warmth or coolness. Now, become aware of any tension that might be held in the muscles of your feet, and let go of that tension. Allow those muscles to relax completely. Next, turn your attention to your ankles and calves. Notice sensations of pressure, the touch of your clothing, warmth or coolness. Become aware of any tension held in the muscles of your ankles and calves, and let go of that tension completely. Next, turn to your knees and thighs. Notice the weight of your hands or arms where they rest. Notice any other sensations. Become aware of any tension held in your knees and thighs, and let go of that tension completely. Next, turn to the trunk of your body. Feel the weight of your body pressing down. Feel the firmness of the seat beneath you. Let go of any tension. Next, turn to your lower back and stomach together. Become aware of any sensations. Let go of any tension. Now, turn to your upper back and chest. Become aware of sensations and let go of any tension. Now, your shoulders, arms, and hands. Become aware of any sensations and let go of any tension. Finally, your neck, face, the muscles around your eyes, at your temples, and across your forehead. Let go of any tension. Now, we'll chant the mantra 3 times. You can chant silently as you listen to me. Focus on the meaning of the mantra. I am blessed. Dhan-yo-ham, 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 aham dhan-yaha, Dhan-yo-ham, 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 aham dhan-yaha, Dhan-yo-ham, 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 aham dhan-yaha. Now, reflect on your childhood. Mentally picture your childhood home and your parents, siblings, friends, and relatives. Notice how young they looked back then. Now, recall some of the happiest events of your childhood, family holidays, birthdays, celebrations, and so on. Allow yourself to feel the joy and excitement you felt then. Finally, reflect on how fortunate you were to have been born in such a wonderful, loving family. Dhan-yo-ham, 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 aham dhanyaha, dhanyoham, 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 aham dhanyaha, dhanyoham, 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 aham dhanyaha. Next, reflect on the education you received in school, high school, and in college. Try to recall some of your favorite teachers and subjects. Consider how those years of learning molded your mind and contributed to future happiness and prosperity for both you and your family. Bear in mind that many people are denied such opportunities for learning, but you received a wonderful education. Finally, reflect on the many ways that your life was blessed as a result of your education. Dhan-yo-ham, 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 aham dhanyaha, dhanyoham, 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 aham dhanyaha, dhanyoham, 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 aham dhanyaha. Now, consider the most wonderful events in your adult life. Graduations, marriage, births, promotions, and so on. Reflect on how much joy and contentment you felt as a result of those events. Allow yourself to feel profoundly grateful for each of those many blessings. Dhan-yo-ham, 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 aham, Dhan-ya-ha. Dhan-yo-ham, 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 aham, Dhan-ya-ha. Dhan-yo-ham, 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 aham, Dhan-ya-ha. Now, in the final part of this exercise, consider your family, relatives, and friends as they are today. Picture them in your mind. Reflect on the love, friendship, care, and support you've received from them over the years. Consider how empty your life would have been without them. Allow yourself to feel immensely blessed to have each of them in your life today. Dhan-yo-ham, 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 aham, Dhan-ya-ha. Dhan-yo-ham, 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 aham, Dhan-ya-ha. Dhan-yo-ham, 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 aham, Dhan-ya-ha. Now, as we conclude this exercise, just listen to these closing remarks. You can practice this technique whenever you want, listening to this exercise again or without it. If you practice it independently, you can replace the Sanskrit mantra with an affirmation in English, like, I am blessed, and repeat it silently. This lesson concludes the chapter on the psychology of meditation. Next, we begin the chapter on meditation for emotional growth.